EPA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for October 11th and 12th, 2025. The weekend video forecast. I have to apologize. I've been in front of the computer all day, so my eyes are killing me, so I can't really see very well. It's a product of getting old, and I can't really see any things in front of my face anymore, so I need the reading glasses. The weekend video forecast is sponsored by the KP Agency in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, your local independent senior insurance agency. Medicare's annual enrollment period is almost here, beginning October 15th, and this year it's shaping up to be one of the most turbulent seasons yet. From rising costs to plan terminations, the landscape is changing fast. The good news, you don't have to figure it out alone. Kristen at the KP Agency helps you cut through the confusion, compare options, and make confident decisions about your coverage. Offering no-cost consultations in person or virtually, call the KP Agency at 908 329-7140. Again, that's 908-329-7140, or visit them on the web at thekpa.net, because peace of mind is the best forecast. They are the KP Agency in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the weekend video forecast. So we're going to go through these simulations of these models, but listen, the writing was on the wall when I did the last video on Friday, and I was kind of hammering away at the social media experts that are putting out these maps way too early. And I was giving a lot of reasons why that was really not necessary to do it that early, because there's a lot of things that were still trending. And I could see some things when you look at if you stop and take a look around, not just looking at models to forecast. If you look at global observations, any observations that are taken, you could see that there's things going awry here, and this big, gigantic nor'easter that's going to crush the East Coast, or whatever these sensationalistic headlines were leading you to believe. At the end of the day, if you get into old school meteorology and just look what's going on around you, just take a look at the observational data, the water vapor, where the positions of these things are in relation to what the models think they should be, and do a comparison here, you would have known that this is not going to pan out. Okay, so this weekend nor'easter, there's going to be a coastal low there. Is this going to be a big wrapped up nor'easter that gives you massive winds and heavy rain? I don't think so. I think we're going away from that idea to the point where we're not even going to be putting maps out, because we don't do maps for anything under an inch of rain. That's not really alert worthy. There's no reason to send to put a map together or send text alerts for something that is not significant. So we're heading in that direction. It's not totally off the table that some areas might get some alert-worthy rainfall, but it's going to be more like ½ inch to an inch. It's nothing going to be really crazy here. The whole premise of this was this upper level low. This is the key to the entire process. The surface low is forming down here. This is this afternoon. It has just formed. It is going to move up to the north and east here, but this being in this position is interesting because, and this is one of those observed data things that I was talking about, the models expected this to be a little bit further west over the eastern Great Lakes and kind of diving in like this. Well, it's no longer doing that, and that's the biggest issue, is the low pressure itself. The upper level low pressure itself. So I take this as the European model in simulation today, and it just kind of hangs there. You get some showers early in the morning here, and you go over to the NAM and see that a little bit better. Not in the morning, I'm sorry, the afternoon today. So we start off kind of just mostly cloudy. There could be an isolated shower or two rotating through, especially as they get later in the day. This is all in association with the upper level low that's pushing toward the region. This is not the coastal low effect, and that will consolidate over north central Pennsylvania. You can see some showers continuing there. And then as the coastal low makes its way closer to the area, we'll have some showers in our southern areas on Sunday. Southern areas. Look at these areas up here. There's nothing going on up here at all. Like not even a shower. Nothing on Sunday, the day there was supposed to be this massive heavy rain. So that's not looking like it's going to happen. And then we do get a few showers rotate through as we get late in the day here on Sunday and part of Sunday night. These are just light showers, though. This is nothing of significance. This is not what you expect from a nor'easter that's been promised to you with this particular system. The European model here has those showers here that consolidate in north central Pennsylvania, or much of central Pennsylvania, basically. And as this moves northward, the coastal low, look what happens here. You get an elongated area of low pressure instead of one consolidated system. The southern vort actually remains stronger longer. There's two different lows here. There's one here, one here. It's like a double-barreled low structure. Okay, and the southern vort remains a little bit stronger than the northern one. In fact, so this takes time to consolidate, and since it's taking time to consolidate, the reason it's doing that is because you have the upper level low feature is moving in a different direction that we thought a couple days ago, or at least the models thought. Here's that upper level low feature that's going to be supposed to dive down like this into this system like this, but watch where it goes. I'm going to keep that arrow on there. Just see, that's where it was projected to go before. Watch where it goes instead. It goes over western New York. Okay, it's already off path here, right? And then it goes up to like over the Capital District, Albany and Watertown up here in northern New York, way off path. When the surface low is much further down to the south here, and they're too far apart. Just move too far north and east to really get involved with this system. Okay, so it will eventually, but it's going to be too late. But you can see what's going on here. You see this elongated structure here on the 500 millibar vorticity here of this offshore low. That's why. I mean, the upper level low is sitting here, and it's separate from the system. It eventually dives in behind it, but it's already too late because this allows this surface low to be much farther east in this case, and that's why we don't get this big wrapped up nor'easter along the coast. And it's not just a matter of the models trending that direction. This is observational data. Again, if you take a look around as a meteorologist and see what's going on the observational data, it can give you some clues to which model has the right idea, which one doesn't. You can kind of push away the ones that don't have a clue. Okay, and a couple days ago, they really didn't have a clue with this particular system. But the European model this evening keeps these separate to the point where the upper level low is eventually going to tug into it, and I can show you that here. It eventually catches into it. See, it wraps in. Watch this feature here. It just wraps right in. But it's a little bit too late. This is Monday night. The system's already done. It's gone by then. So it didn't really have much of an influence or time to influence anything. And the European model says, all right, it's going to tug this low to the west here a little bit as that energy dives in. But how far west does it get? Not very far. It doesn't even get into Pennsylvania on the European model. Now, I don't think that's correct. I really don't think it is going to end up correct. It is possible, yes. The GFS does something similar here. We get this elongated low structure here. Here we go. Elongated low right here, right? You got one L here, one down here. So it's the same general idea as the European model is suggesting, but it does allow Sunday here for most of the day to be dry. Then you get Sunday to get a few showers. It pulls that low and consolidates it a little bit closer to the coast, so you get some showers here Sunday night and Monday. And I do think that's going to be the case as we get into Monday. We'll have some showers out of it, but it's not going to be some heavy rain and crazy flooding like it was projected before. The RGM that ran this evening, pretty much the same idea. Here's those showers this morning. And as we move this up the coast here, again, same idea with an elongated low area, low pressure here, because again, that upper level low is too far north and east to really help this consolidate until it's too late. And then we get into Sunday night and Monday, you see it does eventually dive, the energy dives in, and it does pull that low a little bit closer to the coast and consolidates it, but it's only 1,002 millibars, not 990 or 9 in the 980s like it was showing earlier in the week. So we get some showers out of this, and I do think that's going to be the case here on Monday. We get some showers continuing, and then it's going to move away Monday evening, and then Tuesday is going to be any morning clouds giving way to sun. So that's been a consistent forecast, but look at these rain amounts. They've come way, way down, way down. We're looking at, I don't know if it's only going to be a quarter inch. I mean, that wouldn't be impossible. But a lot of these areas are a quarter to a half inch. This is from that stuff on Saturday that is trying to target up here in north central Pennsylvania. Still a little bit heavier along the shore points, but you're looking at more like between 3/4 of an inch and inch and a half, not 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 inches or whatever it was showing earlier in the week. It's a lot less in this case, okay? So I don't think it's going to be as big as advertised. European model has even less because it misses most of the area. Just some light showers here, and that's it. And there will be a wind gust that are involved with this. Even with this system being further east and weaker, you're going to have some wind gusts, but these are not going to be 50 to 60 plus or whatever it was showing a couple days ago. You're looking at some peaks of maybe mid 40s here along the coast, 35 to 45 anywhere in that green, mostly 35 to 40 in these areas of green, and then northwest of there, you're looking at up to 30 miles per hour wind gust, and this is an accumulated max wind gust potential, and it's going to be mostly occurring later in the day on Sunday. Okay, so with the it'll be breezy. It's not going to be incredibly windy to the point where we have all kinds of problems with down power lines and things like that. I don't think we're dealing with that. Once the system moves away next week, we're going to have temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday that are going to increase in the wake of this system. We're going to be on either side of 70 degrees Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, morning clouds on Tuesday giving way to sun, and then partly cloudy on Wednesday. There will be a cold front moving through here. Oh, I just jumped ahead by accident there. There will be a cold front moving through on Wednesday night. Okay, you can't really see it because there's no precipitation shown here, but it's going to allow this little trough to move in and give us some cooler temperatures at the end of next week, Thursday and Friday, with highs, still partly cloudy skies, but highs in the lower 60s for most areas across the region. So, but we are expecting dry conditions for the remainder of the work week, at least next week, and we'll deal with whatever comes behind this down the road when we get there. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martis. That is your outlook for the weekend of October 11th and 12th, 2025. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.